just gave a whole sohbat this. Maybe we should cut and paste. Those of you who were there when I gave the sohbat at Maghrib time, you will know. Put it there. Thank you. Yeah. So you know you have tyranny. You know you have tyranny and you want to get rid of it. Find yourself a sheikh. Submit yourself. Get yourself knocked from wall to wall. Then inshallah one day your tyranny will be gone. It's going to use others. It's going to use things. So many things are just going to be rubbing you like this. It's going to make you to understand. And it's going to make you to feel. What is it that you are doing? And that time, you'll stop. You will understand. You don't have a guide, it is impossible. Impossible. Because everyone makes excuses. Everyone makes excuses. Let me just say, for an example, I said to someone, I'm just making a joke here, but it's a real thing. I said, do you believe you're a tyrant? And that one said, what, me? No, I'm not tyrant. I say, really? You don't believe you're a tyrant? No, I'm not a tyrant. And then I say, have you ever felt so upset at not the people that you hate, upset with the people that you love, that you feel that you want to smack them or you want to kill them? He says, yeah. I said, that's a tyrant. And we open up a little bit more. We open up a little bit more. Then you're going to understand, every act of disobedience to our Lord, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is an act of tyranny. Because what is a tyrant? What is a tyrant? The one who is cruel to someone. The one who has some power, and he used the power to be extra cruel. Let me just put it in very simple terms. So many of us, when we are in need of something from our Lord, we're asking, begging. But once we get it, we ignore Allah. Or at the very least, you don't have the same kind of relationship anymore. Once that power is given to us, we ignore our Lord who has created us, put it over there. Now is not the time for that. Millions of times I'm speaking, saying to you. Millions of times. Now you're going to cut off the sohbat. The whole idea now, never mind. I'll speak about how important it is to maintain which kind of adab when. Adab is not just following something blindly like a robot. Adab is looking at the situation and adapting yourself to that situation. The adab of a person when he sees a sheikh to when he moves away from the sheikh, it is to move backwards. You don't show your back. But the adab when the sheikh says, now you run and you go there and you save that one because he's about to jump off the building, you don't walk slowly backwards and put your hand on your heart. You run. That is using intelligence. How are you going to learn intelligence if you're not here at the dergah to understand, to get washed up? But people are saying we're extreme militaristic unit. Our group is extreme militaristic. It's not we're extreme militaristic, it's because you're extremely weak. That's why we look like we're extreme militaristic. If you're strong, we're going to look not extreme, just militaristic. Yeah. We have our Sheikh. Yeah, alhamdulillah. Yeah, he went through military. What did you go through? You understanding? So now, don't get stuck. I just scream. People without intelligence, they're going to say, you see, that is a tyrant. Isn't it? That's the behavior of a tyrant. But if you look at it, just to pull back, you know, Sheikh Effendi calls me a Hoja. Doesn't matter what you call me. Sometimes some people call me a Sheikh. Doesn't matter. To me, what title you put on me, even if it's a donkey, because I know my work and I'm trying to do my work. But I make it a little bit easier. Sheikh Effendi always tells me, make them to understand, break it down for them. I'm not just going to put it there, I'm going to break it down to understand. For now, maybe later on I'm not going to. So people are going to say he's screaming, he is a tyrant, because the behavior of a non-tyrant is he's smiling, so soft-spoken, and doesn't say anything. Like they say, you're so cool, the butter is not going to melt in your mouth because you're so cool. But look in that situation now. You just think. The situation now is what? You know how delicate the sohbat is. The Prophet ﷺ, he would react being patient, because when he's about to give the sohbat, the munafiq would get up and to break the connection now, and he has to wait until the munafiq sits down, then to begin again, then another munafiq slowly get up and walk slowly to interrupt. That action, if you're going to judge with your eyes, what did that man do? He didn't do anything. Such a nice guy. He's just standing up and walking across the room. This is such a nice guy. He made tea for us and he's just giving it. But you're not looking at that whole situation now. I mean, he is a nice guy. I'm just using him as an example. But you must look at that whole situation now. Who is being a tyrant? Now they're going to say, but Prophet didn't yell, you do. I say, that's good, because I'm not a prophet. This is my permission to do. I'm following my Shaykh. Are we understanding? And the whole point, yelling or not yelling, smiling or barking, it doesn't matter. That is just a method. The important thing is, do you get it or you don't get it? You don't get it through the smile, you're going to get it through the barking. The important thing is you get it. In these days, any means necessary, they're saying, for them to understand. That much is enough. Now give the tea, Fatih.